Hello and welcome to a new episode of Concrunchclub. Half. That's how I called this format now. It's Concrunchclub, the half, because obviously Peg is not with us. And today we have a podcast episode in cosplay. I'm in my Inosuke-Cosplay right now, or should I more say the remains of my cosplay, because it's almost midnight now and I really wanted to do this in cosplay. So after doing photos and TikToks, I thought, okay, we're doing this now. So intro time. So as you probably noticed, I was cosplaying today. I wanted this to do last weekend, but last weekend was too cold. This weekend was better, and I noticed that my fringe is already parting itself. Oh, that's so annoying. Wig malfunctions. Now it's correct. Yeah, I was cosplaying as Inosuke today and I had a lot of fun, though it was very exhausting. I had nothing to eat besides a very tasty breakfast and now a bowl. I think it's bowl. Bowl of cereals. Lions, I love that shit. I could always eat that. And now I'm sitting here and trying to record a podcast for you, or a vlog, or whatever this format is called. So the week was tough. Like all the stuff going on in the world again. It's pretty crazy, but I think crazy in a good way for like having change, like when you watched the things going on in Iran right now. For the people who don't know what is going on, a young girl was shot there for not properly wearing the hijab. And now the whole country is revolting, and especially women are revolting. And I think that's a good thing in first instance, but obviously also, connected to a lot of brutality and force and also deaths, as far as I heard it. But I really hope that they can move something in the country and that everything will turn for the better for them. So yeah, that's what happened in Iran. Also in our private home, something happened. Today we got a letter from our electricity distributor, and they are rising the prices. Not very good, but it is what it is. The funny thing is, we had the summer with the most sunny days as far as I can remember, like since I live. And they wrote in a letter that they couldn't get as much solar electricity than expected. Big lie, if you ask me, but well, let them write, I guess. But all of those things don't let my mood drop. I always try to stay positive in a mind way, not in a corona way. Always just try to figure my way out, and maybe that's something that helps you to not to think too much, just accept the things you can't change and just try to make the best out of it. That's probably the only thing you can do right now in such times. And that was also the reason why I finally cosplayed today. As I said before, a lot of fun. It was very exhausting. I actually planned on doing so much more. Do you know that when you have a kind of map or folder in your head, what you want to do in this and that cosplay? Like, I actually wanted to do some gym Inosuke photos today with dumbbells and like exercises and a bit of sweat, a bit of spice. But yeah, there was no time left. Suddenly it turned dark, and suddenly it was before midnight, and it's crazy how fast time runs when you do something that you really enjoy. I also wanted to do a lot of more TikToks, but unfortunately the time was not enough. Though I must confess that I was not the fastest person today morning. I had a very long breakfast, then I went several times to the balcony to look after my plants that I have there and smoke. And yeah, then I came to the conclusion I can't cosplay because it's not clean enough. So I cleaned the bathroom and vacuumed the floors, which was completely nonsense because my Inosuke-Cosplay is it's losing its fur. It's not the best quality, I must confess. It's from Wish. But for Wish, it's okay. Also, the wig is from Wish, as you maybe can see on the shine. And now I vacuumed the floors, and now half of my Inosuke fur is decorating my floors, which are unfortunately light. So it looks like there is pubic hair everywhere. It looks really disgusting. I have to vacuum tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, but that's the things you do for cosplay, I guess. Also, like, for Inosuke, the last time I did him, he has those super intense and long lashes, almost as if he would wear falsies. And I don't have like a lash tweezer. I don't know if that's the correct term. You know, the thing you tweeze your lashes with, that they go a bit more upwards. I hope you know what I mean. Yeah, lashes tweezers. I don't have them, and I thought about buying them, but at our local store they are 12 euros, which I don't have 12 euros at the moment. Like, I'm not very good financial wise this month, but that's okay. The next payment will come and everything will be good again. But this month I have to save a bit more than usual. So I did not buy them and searched for a way to curl my lashes without that thing. And I actually found a very good functioning method, which is you just heat a spoon, like a normal teaspoon. I heated that with my blow dryer, and then you curl your lashes with that. And surprisingly, it worked very well. So it was a bit hot at first, so you really have to be careful that you don't heat it too much. But after it cooled down, it was really okay, and it worked surprisingly well. So yeah, I was kinda surprised how long my lashes actually are. Like, really surprised. The thing with my hair in general is that it looks brown when you see it first, but the ends and overall parts that are very exposed to the sun, they turn blonde. And that same thing happened to my lashes. And when I tinted them and put mascara on, I was like, oh, I actually do have lashes. Yeah, that was a kind of surprise. A good surprise, though. And now I have a hair in my eye. Ouch. Not very pleasant. The things you do for cosplay. Yeah. But I really enjoyed that, doing makeup today. And I took my time today because I wanted to look good today. I also, like, do you know that when you have like a bunch of palettes for eyeshadow and contour and highlight and whatsoever, and you suddenly remember you have that certain thing, that what happened to me today, I remembered that I have that super strong soever highlighter, and like as I said maybe in one of my videos before, if you have watched them, I love sparkly things, and I was so happy when I rediscovered that highlighter again, because that was exactly what I felt like today. Like, my cosplay makeup is never the same. I don't know if you have a special routine with your characters, like certain colors you use, or certain techniques you do your makeup, your foundation, or certain ways you do your contouring. For me, when I cosplay, it's always a mood thing. My makeup never looks the same. Even if it's the same character, even if it's the same weekend, it does not look the same, because some days I just feel more like brown tones. Some days I tend to use more orange. Some days I feel red. And sometimes I feel the completely shiny things, and it's always different. And that's a bit dangerous sometimes, because sometimes when I am finished with my makeup, everything looks fine and I'm completely amazed again on my makeup skills. And then I put on the wig and notice that my makeup doesn't fit for the character. That's sometimes a problem. I had that problem with Bakugo especially, because Bakugo was so hard for me. I really tried to do him for, I think, 3 years. Like, I retried and tried again and did not like it, and left him aside and retried him and was a bit more confident in him, but not fully satisfied. So I left that thing, and then after half a year or so, suddenly it made, and everything was perfect. I don't know if you have such characters in your cosplay range. If so, write it in the comments. I would be very interested what characters you have. You have struggled a lot. My recent character is surprisingly Diluc from Genshin Impact, because I don't know, maybe it was the wig. The wig, it is gone. Rest in peace, wig. It was a very cheap wish wig, and it didn't even have a proper wig cap where the hair is on. It was just like a normal hat or cap where they sewed the hairs on, and it was really disappointing. I tried my best to save it, but some things are just unsavable, and as sad as it is, sometimes you have to nod things like that just away and accept it and continue. So Also, a topic we can speak today over is body types. Because Inosuke is for me a very loved character, but he has a certain body type. He is very muscular. And I'm working out since the beginning of September now, and the first results are showing, definitely. But I'm not even in the half of what Inosuke has. So I had a bit of a struggle because my inner perfectionist always wants to come as near to the character as possible. But I think it is also important to accept yourself the way you are. Like, I am not the most muscular person, especially my arms are like spaghettis, and that probably won't ever change because I just don't have the muscular biceps genes or whatever you need to like build massive arms. I just don't have them. And I think it's important to not let your mood get drowned by things like that, because you can change it. Do your best and it will be fine. I'm very satisfied with my stuff today that I did. For I am not as muscular as Inosuke, but I think that's okay because it is still me in the cosplay and I'm not Inosuke, and I think it's important as a cosplayer to always remember that you're not the character. It is completely fine to let a part of yourself shine through the cosplay. Like, if you want to cosplay the character with freckles, then just do it. If you want to cosplay the character with tattoos or piercings, do so. No problem. If you don't have the body type for the character, it doesn't matter. It does absolutely not matter what body type you are. If you like that character, if you love that character, if you are obsessed with that character, if you want to cosplay that character, then please, 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 just do so. So it's completely fine. And I have to quote a TikTok sound that is like, excuse me, we have 2022. And I think that's very true because we are living in modern ages now, and I think no one should feel bad for the body type he, she, they have. That's absolutely ridiculous because you can't do anything about your body type. Like, you can't do anything about your eye color. You can't do anything about the length of your neck or the bushiness of your eyebrows. That's just things that belong to you. And I hope that sometime in the future we get to a point where everyone can say, yeah, that's me, and that's perfectly okay. I'm okay perfectly as I see myself in the mirror right now. And I hope we are getting to that point. And yeah, I strongly wish for that because that was a struggle that I had. Like, I wasn't always perfect with my body. I had the biggest issues. I had phases where I only wore baggy clothes and couldn't, stand straight because I was ashamed of my body. I was always like, shoulders up to the ears. And, sometimes it's still showing. Like, my posture really, sucks because of that. So please, relax your shoulders. Maybe we should circle the shoulders now a bit. For everybody who is listening in the car, for example, driving to a convention, or when you're working on your cosplay or something, just circle your shoulders for a bit. Your posture will thank you. That was something that was really important for me to say. I hope it's okay and no one has issues now or is bashing me or something like that. Also a topic that came to my mind today. I just want to talk about it, and I want to ask for your opinion about it because, as I said before, I wanted to do some gym Inosuke photos, a bit more spicy. So not much skin showing, not more than Inosuke shows. For the people who don't know Inosuke, he's topless. He is not wearing any shirt. So yeah, he is already pretty naked, pretty spicy. But I always struggle a bit with TikToks or photos that are a bit more spicy because I have been taught that those things are, I don't know how to call it, not very, how is the word? I don't know. I know the word in German, but I don't know the word in English. In German, it would be anständig. Like, what is anständig in English? I have to Google the word now because I really want to know what that word is in English. Respectable. Thank you, Google. So, respectable. So yeah, spicy cosplay photos are always not so respectable, and I grew up in that status of mind, you could say, that you don't do such things, but now more and more people do such things, and I must say that the aesthetic ones, I can't talk anymore. It is late, guys. I'm so sorry. Aesthetic cosplay photos, spicy cosplay photos, I really like them because some people really raise their self-esteem with them, which I highly appreciate. That's great. Some people are even making money with it, which is also great. So you can combine two things you love, cosplay and money. What's better? But I still struggle and hesitate a bit doing such things on my own because, as I said before, I grew up in the knowing that things like this are not respectable. So maybe you have an opinion on that. What do you think about spicy cosplay pictures? Do you like seeing them, or do you say, oh, that's nothing I want to see connected to cosplay? Or do you say that those things don't belong on Instagram or TikTok or Twitter and only on certain platforms? You know which platforms I mean? It starts with an O. I really don't know what to think about it. And though I would really love to take some pictures in that direction, I really hesitate because I don't know, it doesn't feel 100% right. And I'm confused whether that hesitation is correct and has its allowance to be there, or whether it is just something that belongs in the past because, as I said before, we have 2022 and things are changing a lot at the moment. Not just in cosplay, also in the world. So maybe sometimes you just have to go with the trip, I guess. That's something that just is in my mind and I'm thinking a lot about. But yeah, as I said before, I just can't find a solution. So maybe you can help me with that. I also, one time where I reorganized my Instagram, I made a questionnaire on my story, if people would want pictures like that from me. And actually people said yes, and maybe that's also a good thing and something I should take as a shove in the right direction. It's 30 minutes again. I've talked 30 minutes again just about the cosplay day today. I really hope you can forgive me for being tired today, for having a few English hangers in here, and I hope you enjoyed it. Nevertheless, I hope you also had a good day. I hope you had a good week. I hope the things that are going on in the world are not so deep in your hearts that you can't smile anymore. And I hope you are safe and I hope you are healthy. That's what I'm wishing you. And with that words, I am saying goodbye already, and I'm wishing you all the best. And I hope to see you and hear you next time again. Bye bye.